What is up, guys? I'm Brittanie Fowler, and as you can probably already tell, I'm outside the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cavs have made their way back to another NBA Finals, so our team decided to take the cameras down to the streets of Cleveland and see just exactly what all the hype is about.
I think we match up well with Golden State, and I'd take either one, Golden State or Oklahoma City. I think we're going to beat them both.
I think everybody in Cleveland's excited about the Cavs being back in the finals. We're on 6 straight. They revitalized the city. As far as Golden State's concerned, hope Steph Curry, if they get there, is healthy, so if we beat them, we don't have any excuses.
Okay, my name's Brittanie. What's your name?
Grant.
Grant, are you a fan of the Cavs?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player?
LeBron James.
Whose shoes did you get last night?
Kyrie's.
That's so awesome. Let's say all in.
All in.
Yeah. Fans are excited and hopeful about the finals being back here in Cleveland, so make sure you stay up to date on all the Cleveland Cavaliers news at SB Nation's Fear the Sword. I'm Brittanie Fowler. Go Cavs. College athletes from all around the country recently received an email from the National College Athletic Association asking them to complete a survey about time spent on school and on their sport.
I think it's a good idea because it really does matter, like the opinion of the athletes. Trying to balance classes and practice and traveling out, it sometimes gets a lot, and then just being able to have like the time ourselves after getting back late from trips or having a long weekend and stuff, like it really does help more than some people think it does.
The survey sent out by the NCAA was to ensure an appropriate balance between academics and athletics, but it also gave athletes a chance to voice their concerns and opinions as it applies to student-athlete time demands.
So yeah, I was surprised we got an email because I was like, it's the first time like we actually got an email from the NCAAs, and I was pretty surprised, and like it was I think it was a good survey that they sent us, like asking for our input, because I think like coaches and athletes have totally two different views, like on the number of hours we should do off season, during season, like the traveling schedule, the food schedule and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool like they are.
The NCAA said that student athletes' answers will remain anonymous. However, the responses will be made available to a response rate committee in hopes of improving the student-athlete culture. I'm Brittanie Fowler, MU Report. It was a chilly but beautiful evening last night while fans poured into Power Park Stadium in Charleston to watch the matchup between the Marshall University baseball team against their in-state rival, the West Virginia Mountaineers. The two teams proved to be a great matchup as Marshall entered the game with an overall record of 15-11 compared to West Virginia's 14-11. But unfortunately for the Herd, it wasn't enough last night as they lost in extra innings to the Mountaineers, 5-4. Marshall took an early lead in the bottom of the first inning after a wild pitch scored a Herd runner to put Marshall up 1-0. It wasn't until the top of the 6th inning that West Virginia scored its first run to tie the game up at 1. Marshall responded right away in the bottom of the 6th by tacking on 2 more runs to the board, but the Mountaineers fought back in the top of the 8th with a 2-run double and a Marshall error that put West Virginia ahead 4-3. But the Herd refused to go down without a fight and managed to tie the score up at 4 after an up-the-middle single that scored a Marshall runner. But the Mountaineers took advantage of their one opportunity in the bottom of the 10th off a Marshall error to score the game-winning run and take the win over the Herd 5-4. Head coach Jeff Wagner said that he believes his team easily should have won the game.
Yeah, you know, it starts with our freshman pitcher. He did a really good job of keeping us right in the game and gives us a chance to win. You know, he had a no-hitter going through the 6th inning, and but his pitch count was at 115 pitches, and he wasn't going to have a complete game, so it was an opportunity to bring somebody else in. You know, we had our opportunities. We also had our chances with the base running. We got picked off 3 times, and then we had a first and third with 1 out, and we just didn't cash in. We had every opportunity to win the game, and we didn't get it done.
The Marshall baseball team improved its record to 19-15 yesterday after beating Eastern Kentucky in a single-game matchup 6-0. The Herd got an early lead, plating 5 runs in just the first inning. Freshman Sam Finfer provided power for the lineup after blasting a 3-run home run over right field that gave Marshall the 5-0 lead. It wasn't until the bottom of the 7th inning that Marshall scored again off a failed pickoff attempt. The Herd pitching staff combined for a shutout against the Colonels, which Marshall head coach Jeff Wagner said he's most excited about.
Well, it was good to see, obviously, Wade Martin to come out and throw strikes and keep us right there. And then Murphy coming out like he's been doing in the bullpen. And he did a great job of shutting those guys down.
I feel good. Like I said, his entire staff day, so especially coming out in the first inning and scoring 5 runs kind of helps. All you have to do is throw a lot of strikes, so that's kind of what we did.
The Herd will travel to Charlotte this weekend for a 3-game series against the 49ers. Brittanie Fowler, You Heard.